Good morning, student. Today I am going to teach you chapter 2 of SST, parallels and meridians. Before coming or explaining to the topic what is parallel and meridians, I would like to explain you what is globe. So globe, this is called globe. You can see this is called globe. So globe is a small model of earth. We know that the shape of earth is circle, round. So this is globe on which we can locate or we can see several continents, places on it. For this we need to locate places on globe, we need parallels and meridians. Now comes questions, what are parallels and meridians? So what are parallel? Parallels are lines which run from east to west. It's an imaginary line. This is the greatest line, and this line or this parallel divides the earth into two equal parts. The part which lies to the north is called northern hemisphere, and the part which lies to the south of this line is called southern hemisphere. And this is a great it is called a great circle, or it is an imaginary line which divides the earth into two equal parts. This parallel is called equator. So equator is what? An imaginary line drawn midway between north pole and the south pole. This is the longest parallel and it is called equator. Now next is facts about parallels. Facts means what are the interesting things about parallels, that is latitudes. So latitudes, there are 81 parallels or lines of latitude. Equator is the most important parallel and is called great circle. All parallels are full circle except the north and the south. There is two ending points of the globe, in the north and in the south. So this ending point is called north pole, and it is not forming a circle. And here also you can see it's a point, so it is a south pole. So these ending points do not form circle. Next, all parallels are complete circle, that I earlier told you, except the north and the south pole. The length of the parallels keeps decreasing as we move away from the equator towards the pole. All parallels are located at an equal distance from each other. Parallels neither touch or cut one another. Now, numbers of parallels. We start from the equator and mark it as 0 degree latitude. This equator. Okay. The North Pole is written as 90 degree N, and the South Pole is written as 90 degree S. S means south. The other parallels are marked from 0 degree to 90 degree. Apart from their value, the parallels are also marked as N and S according to their location. Parallels are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. There are 90-degree parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90-degree parallels in the southern hemisphere. Therefore, there are 181 total lines of parallels are 181 parallels. Now, important parallels. First is equator, which starts from 0 degree. Next is Tropic of Cancer. It is 23.5 degree north. And Arctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree north. North means north direct. It is located in north direction. Now is Tropic of Capricorn. It is 23.5 degrees south, as it is located to the south of the equator. Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south. Again, it's located in southern part of the equator. Next is meridians of longitude. So what is meridians? These are called meridians. Means an imaginary line which runs from north to south are called meridians. These are called meridians. So vertically drawn line is called meridians and horizontal drawn line is called latitudes or lines of parallels. This is called meridians or longitude. Clear? So all these lines are longitude or meridians, and all these horizontal lines are called latitude or parallels, as it is drawn parallel to one another. Next, facts about meridians or lines of longitude. All meridians are of the same length. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. Here they have the maximum distance. The distance between any two meridians decreases. It keeps on decreasing if one moves away from the equator towards the pole. The meridians cuts the parallel. Meridian cuts the parallel, as we know that here we have horizontal line also drawn on the globes. So it cuts the parallel at right angle, that is 90 degree. Meridians helps to measure distances in the east to west direction. East to west direction. Number of meridians. The equator is the starting line for measuring or numbering parallels. In the same way, we need a meridian to number the other meridians. In 1884, it was decided to fix Greenwich, a place near London, as the starting point for numbering meridians. The meridians which pass, a meridian that passed through Greenwich was marked as 0 degree. Here we have a 0 degree, this line. So an imaginary line which runs from North Pole to South Pole and divide the earth into two equal halves. The part which lies to the east is called eastern hemisphere, and the part which lies to the west is of the meridian is called, this imaginary line is called western hemisphere. So this means meridians is marked as 0 degree, and this line is called, this 0 degree line is called prime meridian. The longitude of a place is measured from east or west of the prime meridian. The part which is in east is measured in east, and west of the meridian is measured in west. This full circle means these full circles. So a full circle means meridian has full circle and it is 360. Total number of total degrees of meridian are 360 degrees. Meridians are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. Means here the distance from one meridian to other is 1 degree. If we move away from the prime meridian, this meridian, okay, towards east or towards west, we reach half round of the earth. So there are 180 meridians towards the west and 181 degree towards the east of the prime meridian. The meridians which are towards the east are marked as E. This part is called E and this part is marked as W. So the meridian of 180 degrees and 180 degree west is the same line. Thus there are 360 meridians. Total number of meridians are 360. Now next is locating the place. So parallels and meridians, they form a network of lines on the globe and this is called a grid. This grid, it helps us to locate places on the globe. Now how we are locating? Suppose for that we must know the value of both. Means it's parallel or latitudes or meridians or longitude. So the point at which the parallels and meridian cut each other or cross each other is the location of that place. So this is the location of a place. This is the location of a place. And the network or the point where meridians and parallel means this forms grid. Okay. So in this way, parallels and meridians help us to locate place. So these were the things that we have discussed in this chapter. Thank you.